All the new Pioneer CDJs will come with a free copy of our Rekordbox music management software, which you can also download from prodjnet.com in December 2009. It's like iTunes for DJs and helps you organise and prepare your music files in advance and evaluate your performance when you get back from a gig. After installing Rekordbox, launch the program and take a look around. At the top is the player window and at the bottom is the browse area with its navigation menu on the left. You can open multiple panes in the browser by clicking on the main tab and then adding further panes with these smaller tabs. Here we have a list of all the tracks in our collection and the iTunes bridge on the right. There's also playlists, hot cue banks, your devices and further track info windows. The first step is to add some tracks, which can be done in a number of ways. From the Rekordbox file menu you can browse for tracks and folders of music on your hard drive or load M3U and PLS playlists. You can also drag and drop any of these directly onto the collection from your regular file browser, but one of the best ways to add music is for existing iTunes users who can use the bridge window here. As you can see, it immediately shows your collection in the All Tracks tab here, and there's a folder of all your playlists here. And unless you intend on DJing with voice memos and mix compilations, the last thing we recommend is to drag your entire iTunes collection into Rekordbox. Treat iTunes as your media warehouse and use Rekordbox for all the music you will actually take to a gig and play. So we'll start out by dragging across a playlist. As you can see, Rekordbox adds and starts analysing the track straight away. Rekordbox will ignore any file formats that aren't compatible with the CDJs, so you don't have to worry about that either. Rekordbox can edit ID3 tag information in a number of ways. Wherever you are browsing the Rekordbox collection, you can double-click on any of the details to edit the file tag's information. You can also select a song and then click on the info pane to edit information. You get an overview of the main song information in the summary window. Everything that can be edited is conveniently in one place in the info tab. You can set the CDJ's quantize mode individually for each track, along with key information, ratings, and lots of other ID3 tag fields. You can even give each track a different colour to help you identify certain styles of music from the rest. In the next tab, just drop artwork onto this square, or use these controls to delete and browse for image files. Once you've edited your music, open up the playlist in another pane and right-click to create a new one. Now just drag and drop files across and you can organise your playlist into folders. With all your music sorted out, it's time to get creative in the player section. Press enter from the browser window or drag and drop a song on the player and it comes to life. When files are analysed, Rekordbox creates a waveform for the CDJ display shown here. A beat grid is also saved with the track and you can see it displayed in the larger waveform window with these small dots alongside the beats. There's a choice of two algorithms too. Normal is for sequence beats and dynamic is for live music where the tempo can drift. Even still, our algorithms can get this wrong, so you can manually adjust the beat grid to fix this. Zoom in on the waveform and drag the track so the first beat lines up with the playhead. Now right-click and select Adjust Beat Grid. Use the familiar CDJ loop controls to set a loop on the fly, or just choose from 4, 8, 16 or 32 beat preset loops. As another option, use the Quantize button, which locks all your new loops to the nearest beat. As an example, jump to the beginning of the track using the smaller waveform to navigate and line up the playhead near the first beat and press Q. You can see it jump forward onto the first beat. The hot cues work just like the CDJ. Another place to save up to 10 more cues and loops is on the memory banks. Just tap the memory button for each new point and they slowly fill up. These can be recalled using the call buttons on the CDJ like this. Hot cues are much better for performances, which is why we introduced the hot cue banks. Open them up in the browser and then right-click to create a new bank and then name it. Just as you save hot cues in a player, you can set hot cues and hot loops down here. A major advantage of the hot cue banks is that you can save points from 3 different tracks. Browse to the hot cue banks category on the CDJ, load one up, and each track is loaded into memory. Now you can trigger samples from 3 different sources without any latency. All your work into preparing your music needs to be transferred onto the CDJs. Click on your device tab and click on your drive. Now you can drag and drop individual tracks, playlists or hot cues onto your device manually. After transferring your music, you can customize the CDJ's features before you even touch it. First of all, name the device and choose a colour for it. This colour will appear on the background of the CDJ's browse screen so you can see instantly where you are. In the next tab down, you can choose different categories for browsing your music on the CDJ, specifically for that device. Add or remove them as you prefer, and change the order with the up-down buttons. You can also add, remove and order different fields for sorting the music even further when browsing large collections. And finally, you can customize the colour labels for your music to whatever organising scheme you can imagine. The new CDJs will also read music libraries created for the MEP 7000.